Okay, hi everybody. It's May 29th, Memorial Day. And first off, I want to thank veterans of all eras for your service to the country. So yeah, thank you very much. And I just figured what we'll do is we're going to do a ride down 6A. Not Route 6 on Cape Cod, but it's raining out. We're in the 84, and I figured, well, I'm going to go ahead and make a video for as long as I have space on my phone. Now, I made a couple of previous videos, but I just deleted them so I could make this video. It takes up space, and then I generally have to get rid of it. Or I won't be able to just, use my videos. I haven't taken the time to upload the videos. It takes a long time to upload videos to YouTube, so we're doing a little run of 6A and on Cape Cod, and it goes through all the towns on Cape Cod. Right now we're headed through West Barnstable. Just came from Sandwich. I came up from Marston's Mills to Sandwich, into Mashpee, back into Sandwich, and now we're headed up the long way up Cape Cod. Not really all that long, but I just figured it'd be a nice video anyways. This is a very windy road. You really gotta pay attention under this bridge too. There's a little low bridge coming up. Basically, we're just gonna make our video, and for as long as my space will hold on a phone. So, like, comment, subscribe below. If my video cuts out, so. But I just put $15 in the left tank. The left tank is nice and full, as you can see on the gauge here. It is actually full. The gauge is actually working. And as for the right side, it should be, I hadn't checked, but it should be 3/4 full, so we got enough for the trip. More of a scenic highway than anything else. So basically, I'm going to do a rundown of the videos that I had made and hadn't posted. First off, we last left you off with the floor pan. If you have kept up with the channel, you've seen the floor pan and all that. Well, I told you we would do a truck bed liner. We did. And I'm happy the way it came out, man. You know what I'm saying? The lighting might not be too good, but it is not that bad. But yeah, so we did the truck bed liner, and I got home after the last 2 days it was raining, I got home at around 7 o'clock. Decided I'd put the bench seat in and hook up the seat belts, and I did. So that's where we left off on that video. And then our last video, oh, look at that. That's a beautiful little International. That was cool. So the video after that, anyways, two things, as a matter of fact. Well, three things. First off, I wanted to change the stock steering wheel to a Grant racing steel wheel. I mean, not because I wanted racing equipment on here. I kind of like the look of the walnut wood steering wheel, and it's going to be a little hard to see in this picture, but yeah, I wanted the nice little look to it, and I think it looks pretty nice. It's nice and comfortable, and then the second thing is we had our regular radio, AM/FM radio, didn't work. Now I couldn't figure it out, man. Well, it turns out there was a wire nut connected to the positive lead on the battery, connected to the back of our radio with a fuse and a wire nut. So you had a wire, a fuse, another wire going to that back of the radio there. And it turns out the terminals on the fuse, it was a 30 amp fuse, they were a little corroded. And I just took out the fuse, sanded it up a little bit, sanded the connections just about as good as I could get it. And sure enough, got the radio back on. And then thirdly, where we left off, I did a transfer case on the front. I went to work, came out of work, saw some fluid underneath the front of the truck, and I says, well, whatever. And I figured I'd get under there and take a look, and well, guess what it was? Transfer case right below the bottom of the 10-bolt transfer case. Three dots of oil. 3 drops of oil. So I figured, well, we'll go to the store, we'll go ahead and get a gasket, we'll go ahead and do that. Well, they gave me the wrong gasket. Well, first off, let me back up from that. I tried a RTV gasket maker. I did not put enough RTV gasket on, and I did not let it set up correctly. I put transfer case fluid in there after about an hour. It needs to set for 24. So I don't know, for some reason I thought it sets for an hour, and then it just, you know what I'm saying? Sets for an hour and then it's all good, but apparently it didn't work that way. So the transfer case, we took off the cover. We found out that it was quite dirty in there. It was absolutely mixed with water. There was a bit of sand and dirt in there. Previous owners must have off-roaded her, which, you know, I get. I do get that because the square bodies are very good off-road, man. But this one will not be seeing off-road. I'm going to take care of her. So yeah, we took it off. Needless to say, the fluid. Oh, that's a nice GMC. Yeah. So fluid was mixed with water and dirt and sand and what else, you know. And so upon further inspection of the actual gears inside the transfer case, I got down and I bent down and looked, and sure enough, the ring gear, the main ring gear, drive gear, was a couple of teeth on it were chipped. And I did recover at the bottom of the transfer case the 2 pieces of metal that had sheared off. Now, here's the thing. Had it been a rear transfer case that torque from the drive shaft was actually spinning it, I would have replaced it. I wouldn't have even fooled around with it, man. I'd have replaced it. Because it's the 4-wheel drive front transfer case, I figured it's just lagging. It's not going to be. In other words, there's no power from the transmission unless you lock the hubs. So I made another RTV gasket, which this time I did a much more meticulous job with the mating surfaces on the cover and transfer case. And I went ahead and got the blue RTV gasket maker, and we did much more this time on it. And I screwed it in for the 15 minutes, hand tight. I'm sorry, I let it set for 15 minutes as a gasket, put the bolts hand tight in for an hour, fully tightened it after that hour, let it set for 24 hours, filled it up with our transfer case, which is, I believe it's like an 80 weight 90 gear oil. Yeah, so we filled it up, we did a couple of test rides, I've been looking at it, I still look at it now and again. No leaks, man, came out really good. So that's kind of the videos where I hadn't uploaded. So, but we'll just let the video roll. I hope you're all having a good day. Yeah, we're at a 10-minute long video and still going, so that's good, you know. I'll take you as long as I can on the 6A here. Goes all the way up to Orleans. It's a long, windy road, so plenty of gas, plenty of time today. I figured why not. You know, I was out for a run and didn't really expect to come up this way all the way up to 6A, and then when I got on 6A, I said, well, might as well do the whole length, and then I figured, well, might as well do a nice video. And so, I mean, if you're into that kind of thing, if you're into ride-alongs, I'm into ride-alongs on the old square bodies. I mean, you know. So, and in case you're wondering, we also did name the truck. It took me a while. You know, I drive a truck around for a couple months before I name it. And she absolutely settled upon her own name, and that's Miss Jiggles. She lives true up to her name. So, Miss Jiggles it is. And it fits her very well. Well, now come to think about it, YouTube, I probably could have done a live streaming on this, but, you know, nonetheless. Yeah, sorry for the squeaky windshield wipers. It's supposed to be one of those, you know, you set the speed for it, but it just has one speed. You know, funny, when I got the truck a couple months ago, that was working. Now it's not, but that's all right. I mean, it's a bit pricey to purchase, but it's not nothing that terrible, you know what I mean? I mean, I can figure it out. This custom steering wheel comes off pretty damn easy, and it's just 3 bolts. 3 bolts, and then you have a main bolt in the middle. Everybody wait. We'll pull out in front of me. Yeah. So, yeah, 3 bolts. You got your 3 bolts, and then you got your main center bolt. That's it. The thing pops off pretty easy, and then I have the stupid tool that, you know, you buy to set the tension, to put the plate on, and then you just take everything off. Really just plug and play. So we'll get into that, maybe make a video, who knows, but yeah, I'll tell you what, we're living the American dream, buddy. You know, cruising down the road in the 84. Hell, I got the day off, and shit, here's the thing, man, I'm getting paid for it. Paid day off, gotta love it. So, yeah, we're living good. Living